Hey, yo, what's good, you two? Let me drop this one on your earlobe real quick. So this one is gonna be a really quick one. If you haven't watched the video about the white suparasite before this one, I highly suggest going back and watching that one as a prerequisite for this one, because in that video I describe exactly what the white supremacist or white suparasite ideology and what it does and how it enacts itself in other ways. But with this video specifically, it's going to be talking about how to tell whether or not you're racist or you're infected with the white suparasite. And coming down, the way in which you can figure it out is boom, just this. You act as if you are always the exception to the rules. So when I talked about the white suparasite in that other video, I talked about the narcissism that comes with it, and with said narcissism, it kind of creates this illusion that, oh, I'm special, I'm better than everyone else. I get to kind of do what I want to do. Why? Because the rules kind of bend to me. I'm always the exception to the rule. I can pretty much do whatever I want because the rules, they kind of bend to me. And that's a good way to tell that you're infected with the white suparasite ideology and mindset. Basically, like I said before, you believe that you're special and that the rules can and often should be relaxed when applied to you. So let's say you see there's a really long line for something that you really want, and you go and you cut in front of that line and you get in front of everybody, and people will be upset, and then and if you have this white suparasite mindset, you'll look back at them and look at them as if you have the right to be upset. You'll be like, why are y'all upset, man? It's just a line, bro. Like, it's not that big of a deal. We're all going to the same place. We're all getting the same thing. There's enough for everybody. So what's the problem? Why are you being so mad about it now? And that right there is a good way to tell that you're infected by it. When it comes to other situations, like I say before, this doesn't only apply to white people. This applies to any ism, not just racism. This also applies to sexism, genderism, ageism, classism, pretty much any kind of ism that there is. There's always going to exist the people on either side who feel as if they are the exception to the rule. And this leads to very unfair, unjust systems that can be created in order to create injustice throughout society. So also, like, going back to my reparations, the last American hope. The thing is that with people who act and they believe like this, with the people who act as if they are infected with the white suparasite, with them who do it, they run this country in a way in which it doesn't benefit anybody but the people at the top. And then they'll have white people at the bottom they'll just be poor and in the trailer parks and stuff, and or in the backwoods or in the boonies or in the sticks or whatever, and they out there doing God knows what to each other, and then like they're upset at the world because they didn't get justice. Well, it's because once you allow injustice to happen to a certain group of people, it will eventually befall your people as well. And so that's why this is a white suparasite, because it feeds on a host, and sometimes it may even feed on itself. In order to survive, it will also feed on itself. And then that's when white people feel upset, like, oh man, things just aren't fair. Things aren't right. This isn't that. What they really mean is that they feel like they're being fed on, which they are. And it's a problem now that they're being fed on, but it's not a problem when everyone else gets fed on. So This is how you can tell that you're infected with a white suparasite. Whenever you start to believe as though things should, when you begin to feel as if the rules should be bent to your will or to your favor, and you don't believe that it should be bent to everyone else's favor, that is showing you very quickly and very vividly that you are not that you are at an imbalance, and there's an imbalance in your thinking, an imbalance in your being, and an imbalance in your ideology. And with all of that imbalance, it doesn't really make it right for you to feel that way. And you will then start to act out on those beliefs that you are the exception to the rule. Also, go ahead and like the video. Comment down below if you think that this is attached to white supremacy. I believe it is. I believe it is. You may believe something different, but go ahead and let me know if you think that this is attached to white supremacy and white suparasitism, and explain to me exactly why do you think that is. And I will get at you guys on the next video, on the next time. Yeah, later.